Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for Goosebumps fans under 7.
Hello, Goosebumps fans. There was a vote for you who actually believe in hey, I didn't get to be involved in the vote. Well, if you're on the other channel, you need to help me get to 1,000, and then you can actually help vote. Other than that, the main channel gets the vote. So it was a 4-1 where I should continue on with Sqiuidjib. So, well, there's not going to be differences. This is just going to be a nice little run of what they said and some new interesting insight because that's how things go. So this one's actually open and shut case because they made it very, very quick as if they're Paparina sometimes. So Jack Johnson, he has a crush on Nia. They're both students at the school. They also have a somewhat friend, Wilson. I guess you can kind of say the relationship is like, excuse me. Shoot, I don't know. I mean, it's a mix. It's a crazy mix. Let's say they're like the big bad Beetleborgs, which lots of people be like, who that? And technically, you could just take the big bad Beetleborgs, the two rich kids, and say the green Beetleborg was replaced with the rich kid. Yeah, there we go. That works. Actually, you could even say that the red Beetleborg was replaced with the girl in the comic shop. There we go. There we go. Now we have a good little likeness. You know, maybe I should actually do what one person does. Yeah, do what Paulina does and just have like a photo of them, and then there we go. But anyways, Wilson actually always shows up. Jack, we already know that. I've been talking about it for so while. If you don't, look at the previous videos. Other than that, it's like it's open shut case that they have been. He's been in non-consensual non-consensual competitions. I'm sorry, but there's sometimes where I have to believe that Wilson rigs crap, and you already have a video talking about it, all the stuff that he rigged. And the interesting thing that you have to say is that for Sqiuidjib, they believe that Jack actually does like competition. He's lying to himself, and technically he's a liar, which basically just means that, hey, you kind of actually ruined the ending. So, of course, Mia has a birthday party. They're playing Twister. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's one thing that actually flew by me is that the Wilson actually has a dog, and his dog's name is Terminator. Dun 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 dun. It's like, did I remember he had a dog? I don't remember he actually had a dog. Because when I first did the usual spin-offs, I don't think I knew he had a dog. So that means that if he knew that his dog was flying, which I think he caught him. See, it's like if he caught him flying and the first time he flew, he grabbed his dog. Don't you think that means that Terminator should have actually got some of that food too, and he should have flew as well? I'm just saying, if you're showing him up, how in the world did you actually decide to be like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to fly? Oh, he has a flying dog too. Oh, frick it, I'm gonna learn how to fly. It's like, I thought you showing him up, man. I thought you were showing him up. But at least he knows how to play. Dog knows how to spin the wheel on Twister. So the presents open. Jack got her the CD for Purple Rose. Wilson got her tickets. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know it'd be funny as hell. What was that one? What was that freaking show? What was that messed up show that was like, dude, that's messed up for go. Or he actually bought 2 tickets for me and for you. And she's like, oh, well, I'm going to go with my girlfriend. It's like, that's the same exact thing that happened with Wilson. Wilson bought the music tickets, but hey, she's taking Jack. That sucks for you, buddy. That sucks for you. But of course, we never actually get to have any resolution for that. But considering we don't know when the concert happened, it's like, you don't know when the concert happened. They might have had 2 tickets. We have no idea if Mia actually has a mom or dad or both. One of the parents had to have gone with her, I think, chances are. Or he bought tickets enough for her mom, dad, and her. I don't know. So anyways, all things gone to hell. He runs. He finds an abandoned building. I have to admit, my rewrite or my interesting idea of adding things in because Slappy can change anything he wants. And since Goldie is freaking awesome and he loves Goldie and Goldie actually controls rats, insert this interesting idea of how we can change this. It'll be kind of interesting where you have Goosebumps mashup, where we take a character from the new and put it in the past to make it a little bit more interesting and scary. But anyways, there was rats in there. The rats attacked him. He found a book in a box. Excuse me. Called Flying Lessons. He returns home. He actually does special exercises. Apparently there was words that were said too. And I'm like, oh, wait, what? I mean, it's alchemy. That's how it works. And then he has a special recipe. He puts in the thing. He puts in the special powder. Auntie ate some. He flew. Jack actually ate some. He flew to retrieve him. And he calls Mia and Wilson to show. And then he's like, oh, let's have a race. And it's like, yeah, this is not like Spider-Man, where it's like in Spectacular Spider-Man, there was this one moment of where Peter's like, okay, fine, then screw this. I'm going to have a race with you. We're going to climb up the rope and then down the rope. Yeah, a good race with Flash Thompson. And it's like, that wouldn't make sense. This one is like, yeah, I mean, since we're going by Sqiuidjib's idea that he loves competition, which, I don't know. Yeah, but it's like, this is the start where he shows that he loves competition, though. And I would say maybe there's an issue of where he loves competition, but he hates losing, so that's why he doesn't like competitions. But on the other hand, he could be forced to do competitions, which I guess, not knocking the writing, but I'm just saying you could make it to the point of where he's pressured to do the contest. He's pressured to do the competitions. Because maybe he mocks him. It's like, what, you chicken? Or it's just forced where he's not trying to do anything. He's just being artistic. And then Wilson's like, hey, well, check this out. It's like, yeah, you have to have Wilson be in your face attitude. If you have him in your face attitude, then it shows that, yeah, he's being forced into competitions and not reluctantly doing it, but secretly liking it. So anyways, let's see. So he has a race. Wilson actually reveals that he fly too. He was actually looking through his house, looking while he was flying at his house. He broke into his freaking property. Yes, he broke into Jack's property and took something that wasn't his. Again, pretty sure that's illegal. So Wilson and Jack actually has their flight revealed because Wilson cannot keep his mouth shut. So everyone in school knows that they both can fly. And they both became popular. So the government goes to Jack. And of course, well, they didn't mention this, but Jack's dad actually is a talent seeker. Yeah. Talent hunter or something. And sadly, when it comes to Jack, his dad sucks ass. Oh, we got car dealerships. You're going to open a car dealership. You're going to do this and that and the other. That's very low tier, you know? And it's like, Wilson, however, he has his own TV show. He's on a talk show. It's like, dude, it's weird that the competition got to the point of where, and I have to believe that Wilson's dad has to be stacked with cash, kind of, along with the fact of his dad also does the same thing that Jack's dad does, which I wish you would have added that in there somewhere, where it's like their fathers are also rivals, but he never got that told. So how did he? It's like, that means that someone talent agent is better than his dad, which of course, you know, talent agents are better than his dad anyways, but it's like, seriously, it just gets worse where it's like, oh, he's just doing this to his damn son. But, well, Wilson's not his son. And look what he did with Wilson. It's like, I guess there's lots of talent agencies and talent seekers in Malibu, but it just gets messed up where it's like, and you're telling me you have the same exact ability that this other kid has, and you aren't able to help him at all? Really, with your connections and stuff? You should be like on the ground floor. You should be able to plead and everything because this is your actual son. but you only give them just the crap jobs. It's like little petty cash of money. Anyways, eventually we get to the race, and they didn't mention this either, where it's a race for $1 million. You have to fly for 1 point and another point and laps and stuff. And of course, Jack decides to take a dive and say, oh my gosh, I can't fly anymore. My flight powers is gone. And of course, it's revealed that he lied, but hey, since Wilson won, he gets to do lots more celebrity stuff, and now he's totally out of their lives. So Jack and Mia can actually have time to hang, while Wilson over here is working hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. And there we go. But it's kind of interesting where he did lie, and they said, oh, he lied about that he loves competition. It's like, I'm pretty sure he's able to give it up. I think he's just forced to do competitions. He was forced to do it. He didn't really like it. He was technically forced, but they could have been put in better standards. No offense to the writer. It could have been better standards to show that he was forced to do competitions. He was thrust into competitions. This was just only one moment when it comes to his racing that, yeah, because he wanted to just show one thing that he was able to do. But sadly, it turned into another competition. It's like an actual competition instead of being like, oh, he sweeped that kid. He sweeped Wilson. He's unique. He's able to do one thing that Wilson doesn't do. So that's all I have to say on that one. Could he be a liar? Could he actually enjoy doing competitions? Kind of. It's like, yeah, kind of. But I'm pretty sure Wilson technically cheated, and well, there's another video for you to actually watch if you want to hear all the times that Wilson cheated, and plus he actually kind of broke the law. Anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.